How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a glorious day. Today, we're going to be taking a look at what I consider to be the best build base from last season. Currently sitting at number 62 in the world, and we've done a bunch of attacks, and we're going to look at the defense log. 2-star, 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 1-star, 5-star, 1-star, 3-star, 2-star, 2-star. All using this exact same base, not moving any of the traps around. Granted, it is the first day of the new season, so not the most skilled attackers, potentially, but let's take a look at some defenses and see what this base protects against. So, mass baby dragons typically does somewhat well on this base if done correctly, but if these guys don't know, you're supposed to come in from the bottom right hand side of the base to have most success. But let's see what goes wrong with this attack. Now this base was made and it spread super fast by, I think it was Fabielicious, the original creator of the base. He commented on one of the other videos. At least that's what someone with the Fabielicious tag said. So looks like there was a very quick fail with some baby dragons. Now let's take a look at another attack. Did even worse with baby dragons. See what is going on here. So, level 15 battle chopper, that's not going to work out very well for him, especially with the maxed out firecracker. If you're curious and want to see the base layouts that I'm running and using, definitely click the Discord link below. Post all the bases that I use. I don't create any bases, so they're all from other people. I do sometimes tweak them a little bit for specific, to defend against specific strategies. Then obviously you want to move the traps around so that people can't just immediately know where the traps are. Some people, you can even take a picture, look at it on your phone or computer and be like, oh look, if it's the standard layout of the base, all the traps will be here. So another crazy fail with the baby dragons. Let's take a look at the P.E.K.K.A.s. Now this base is somewhat weak to P.E.K.K.A.s. Typically you need a giant, and usually you have some hog gliders to try to help stun up the Mega Tesla, but the beauty of this base and why it's so hard to defend against is you have the 3 arch towers, and then 2 defenses that outrange cannon guards, so 5 in total. I swapped the lava launcher with the multi-mortar, just my own preference. But a lot of times there are also traps in front of the arch towers, so the archers will get killed off fairly quickly. And then you have this pesky, isolated Mega Tesla, which is the key part of the base. You have a central air expo, so it helps versus air attacks. But this isolated Tesla is so hard to get to, especially with these storages. So hard to get to. Pretty much the only option is to either come in from that side of the base or try to use some hog gliders to help stun it up. I would highly recommend it. It is an older base. I mean, it's been, I think at this point, it's about a week or 2 old. It started I think it was like 1 week before the season ended last season. So whenever this video comes out, I think it should be in the first week of the new season. So it's about 2 to 3 weeks old. But as you can see, even P.E.K.K.A.s are having sort of a hard time against this base from that angle. Looks like he just runs out of time there at the end, and that P.E.K.K.A.'s not quite able to finish off the base. So let's take a look at another defense. Another baby dragon spam attack. So let's take a look. Just times 2 it. I want to try and get through all the defenses just to showcase. These are, this is at the start of the season, the first day, and we've pushed up within, I think this is like hour. I think the season reset 14 hours ago, so very interesting to see how, not that people are unskilled attacking this base, but this base was super popular and got picked up like instantly for the people in like the top 100, top 200. So it's curious to see these guys who have, they might not have ever seen this base before, and you can see they're having a rough time against this base. You can see with our attack logs, got some nice 6 stars. I mean, they're not against any kind of crazy bases yet, so Nothing to brag about, but let's take a look at a different approach here. Looks like they're bringing in some cannon carts. Now this actually is one of the strategies that can perform well on the base. Typically they deploy 2 cannon carts just outside of range of this archer tower. Then they either send in the archers to take out the archer tower and have the cannon carts take out the Tesla. It looks like he has the cannon cart up top. It is out of range of the multi-mortar. The mortar locks onto the archers. I mean, so far this attack is looking pretty good. He didn't really get any value though from the cannon cart. I mean, he got 1 archer tower, I guess, and he got some of the storages taken out. Looks like this guy's a little bit scared to move his cannon cart closer. Does take out the Mega Tesla. Let's see, he did start the battle chopper from the right side of the base, but oh, just a time fail. Wow. Yeah, I mean, he had it. He just had to start a little bit sooner. Boba, so they almost took it out. Got to the second stage, which we'll take a look at in a moment here. Okay, using an Electrofire Wizard to chain down the Archer Tower. Good idea. Using the baby dragons on the right-hand side of the base, taking out the Archer Towers, taking out the Roaster, taking out the Tesla. So, wow, he actually saved the Electrofire Wizard and was able to take out the Tesla. Very nice. Very, very nice. So, walking away with 2 camp space is actually pretty good. Now, this is the second stage. So, the second stage is a little tricky. It's not too bad, but you have these corner buildings that you have to take care of. So, you're kind of usually forced to bring archers or barbarians to take them out. The cannon carts have a hard time attacking the top side of the base, especially with the cannon on the exterior of the base. And then we have a couple of sneaky push traps, so looks like, where did it all go wrong? It might just be a low-level battle chopper. Looks like it, so has some archers taking out the corner buildings, force the battle chopper ability, has the baby dragon for the zappies. Yeah, he got very, very close. You know, just a little bit higher level battle chopper probably would have taken it out. So let's take a look at the next attack and see another baby dragon spam attack. Looks like a lot of people are a fan of the baby dragon spam attack. It actually would make sense, because when I was pushing up a little bit, the first few bases I attacked, they had like 3 or 4 firecrackers on the first stage. So that does technically help defend against baby dragons, but yeah, these guys, I think it's just the lower level battle choppers is having a rough time versus a maxed out base, or nearly maxed out. I have a couple of traps left that I was holding off on until the next new season, so that I can get all those traps upgraded before the end of the season, when I really need to have the base fully maxed out and defend against the high level attacks. So yeah, just barely couldn't get through the base there. Let's see here. We got the Midnight Bash, which is interesting because this base was popular in Midnight Bash, so he should know how to take this out. Oh, interesting. He just hit some push traps, which knocks one of the P.E.K.K.A.s to kind of go around the exterior of the base. It does go down, so very interesting. I think maybe the giant went a little bit of a weird spot for him, potentially, but even against someone that probably knew the base layout, I'm surprised that it actually did this well. That was what's crazy about this base, is like, even though like everyone was using it, just making small tweaks to it like would completely throw off like a strategy that worked really well on the base. Very, very hard. So like on some bases there were 3 Teslas, on some bases there were push traps, on some bases there were the ground bombs or air bombs, and they would help protect against baby dragons and hogs. Just crazy. So base got very, very close to defending. Just had one bomber left. Maybe if this bomb was not upgraded, might have clipped him and taken it out. But yeah, now when we look at the second stage, did he did he miss with the first baby dragon? I think he should have been able to take out the outpost. Very interesting. Anyways, we'll move on to the next attack. Looking at an electro fire wizard strategy. That's interesting. Oh, this guy didn't even change his army, so this must just be his main army that he likes to use. Sending him the 2 giants to help tank. Very good. I'm surprised the battle machine isn't down yet. But I'm no electro fire wizard expert. I didn't even have them maxed out until recently, so I am very eager to start using them and get that chain value. It looks pretty fun to use. Let's look at these chains. The Tesla, the Expo, to the double cannon, to the roaster. Wow. Oh, what? He switches? Oh, he should have gotten those other extra zaps. Might have been able to take out at least the archer tower, maybe even the double cannon. Interesting. So let's speed it up here because now all the giants are dead, so it's just a matter of the wizards running around the base. Do they... Ah, I see. Just not enough juice to get through the base. One arch tower left with like no hit points. It's tragic. So tragic. So let's see. I think the last one, we'll see. See the last attack here. Another baby dragon spam attack. Coming in from all sides of the base. Got some nice distracting units, protecting the air bombs. So yeah, that air bomb stays up. So the air bombs and the Tesla stays up. That is just really rough for baby dragons to deal with. So yeah, we got the centralized Expo. And this base is working. I plan to pretty much use this base until probably the 3rd week or so. Probably maybe in the last week and a half, I'll probably switch up and look for some new bases. But this base just works really, really well. I encourage you guys to use it if you're following the channel. Even if you have weaker level defenses, this is just a hard base layout to deal with. So again, base link is in the description below in the Discord server, as well as my other bases that I like to use. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch. There's some more videos on the screen if you want to continue watching more of my content. And until next time, take care.